to say that the liver is included in the meat if he asks the Baal Bayis, hey boss, there's no meat, there's only liver, should I give them liver? But if he decides to do it on his own without asking, so then even Rabbi Kiva would agree that the shliach would be over me'ila in this case. And we know that this is good because it's Marshmatzak made the Rava. This pshat of Abaye was said in front of Rava, and Amr Lahain, he told them, Shaber Amr Nachmeni, Nachmeni said good. This is a great pshat. Now who's Nachmeni? So Abaye was an orphan and raised by Rabbi Bar Nachmeni, who was the one that called him Abaye, Miloshen Av, father. And so often Abaye in Gemara is referred to as Nachmeni, as in Rabbi Bar Nachmeni. Now the Gemara says, Mantana Palagalej Rabbi Kiva, who's the Tana that argues to Rabbi Kiva? Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel, he, it's Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel. The Tanya we have a brisa. Hano Deban Abasar, a person made a neder, he's not going to have meat. Asar B'chol Mine Basar, he's not allowed to have all sorts of meat. Asar B'Rashav Raglayim, he's not allowed to have the head or the feet. Ubakana, he's not allowed to have the trachea, or Ubakaved, or liver, or the lave, the heart. Uba'ifais, he's not allowed to have meat from birds, like chicken. But Umutar, Abasar Dag V'Chagavim, he is allowed to have meat from fish and Chagavim, which is grasshoppers, because that's not considered meat. Now Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel says, Hano Deban Abasar, a person says he's not going to eat meat. Asar B'chol Mine Basar, he's not allowed to have all sorts of meat. Umutar B'Rashav Raglayim, he's allowed to have the head and the feet, Ubakana and the trachea, Ubakaved and the liver, Ubalev and the heart. Uba'ifais, he's allowed to have birds. For sure, he's allowed to have fish and grasshoppers. And Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel also says, Kravayim lav basar, the innards is not considered meat. Lav bar inish, and someone who eats them, he's not considered a person, he's not considered a human, he's an Amma Aretz. That's what we see from here. There's Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel that argues with Rabbi Kiva. He says very clearly in this brisa that if a person asters himself from eating meat, he's allowed to have kavod, he's allowed to have liver. Now the Gemara just clarifies this last statement of Rabbi Shimon Gamaliel regarding eating intestines, eating kravayim, those who eat kravayim like meat in regards to buying it, lav bar inish, they're not considered regular people. Meaning a person's in the marketplace, he's at the butcher shop, and he's given the option. He can buy a regular geshmak, a London broil, or he can buy innards, and it's the same price. If he buys a kravayim instead of the London broil, so he's not considered a bar inish. Now the Gemara is going to focus on the shita of the Tanakama. Ma'ishna basar oif l'Tanakama da aser. Why is it according to the Tanakama? When a person says I'm not going to eat meat, included in that is chicken, basar oif, fowl meat, and it's aser, da'avid shlicha d'mimachale, because a shliach will come and ask about it. Meaning if you sent to the butcher to buy steak and there was no steak, there was only chicken, he's going to come back and say, there's only chicken, should I buy it? So therefore it's aser. Well, basar tagim nami, fish also, avid shlicha de'iloi meshkach besra mimachale. It's normal for the shliach that if he doesn't find meat, he will ask about fish. Da'amr, he'll say, iloi meshkach besra, if I don't find meat, I see dagim, I'll bring fish instead. But let's through, and therefore fish should also be aser. When a person makes a neder, I'm not going to eat meat, he should also be aser from eating fish. So Rabbi explains that over here we're talking about a specific situation. Kagan shehik his dam. We're referring to a situation where a person bloodlet, where he needs to eat meat specifically, v'loy achel dagim, and he's not going to eat fish afterwards, so therefore the shliach's not going to come back and ask about fish. Ask Gemara Hachi if that's really so. Afilu oifes nami loy achel. He's not going to eat bird either. He's not going to eat chicken. A person who bloodlet needs to eat meat. He's got to eat steak. He's got to eat flesh. He's not going to eat chicken. Damar Shmuel, because Shmuel says, the mesocher v'achel beser detzipara, if a person bloodlets from his shoulders and he eats bird meat, parachlibe kitzipara, his heart is going to flutter like a bird. V'tanyan, we have a brisa, ein mikizin, a person's not allowed to be makis dam and then eat the following foods, loyal dagim, not fish, loyal oifes, not on bird meat, loyal basar meliach, not on salted meat. V'tanyan, we have another brisa, hikis dam, if a person was makis dam, he bloodlet, loyachal, he's not allowed to eat, loy chalav, not milk, loy gavina, not cheese, loy beitzim, not eggs, loy shachalayim, not cress, loy oifes, not birds, loy basar meliach, and not salted meat. So if this brisa that we quoted is really talking about a person bloodletting, and that's why we're excluding fish, so we should also be excluding bird meat. So Gemara says, no, shani oifes, bird meat is different. The efshah de shlika. One can be shy like it, he can cook it very well, he can boil it, and then he would be able to eat it even after bloodletting. However, with fish, that's not a possibility. That's why the brisa excludes fish, because a person will never be able to eat fish after bloodletting, but bird meat, sometimes he will be, and therefore it would be included in this isra of eating meat. Now by Omer, he gives a different explanation. The Tanakhama is talking about a case where the person's eyes hurt him when he made the neder. The dogim kashan le'nayim. Fish is not good for the eyes, meaning if a person's eyes are hurting him, he's definitely not going to be eating fish anyway, so he for sure was not including fish in his neder. Ask Gemara, if so, if we're really talking about a situation where the person that made the neder, that he's not going to eat meat, his eyes were hurting him, so achal dagim, let him eat fish. Why is that? Daha Amar Shmuel. Shmuel says, Nun samach ayin, those are three letters of the Aleph Beis that are in a row. What does that tell us? Nuna samo la'inayim, that fish is a remedy, it's a good medicine for the eyes. So we see that eating fish is actually good for the eyes. So how can we say that the person never had fish in mind because fish are bad for the eyes? We see that fish are good for the eyes. So Gemara says, no, ahu saif uchla. This statement of Shmuel that fish are good for a person's eyes, that's talking about the end of him being sick. As the pain in his eyes start going away, so then it's good to eat fish. However, earlier on in his eye hurting journey, eating fish is not good. We're going to stop here for the day. Pick up tomorrow with a brand new Mishnah. For now, everyone should have a wonderful day.
Wonderful day.